The timeline shows all the packets for each technology, by channel and over time. Each technology is color-coded. 802.11 is orange, Classic Bluetooth is blue, and Bluetooth Low Energy is green. The innermost box is the packet type, which is also color-coded. Those colors are here in the legend. When a packet is clicked on, it's selected, and the corresponding entries in the legend are highlighted. Each packet has a tooltip, which shows additional information about that packet. There's also optional text, which can be associated with each packet: packet number, packet type, and the packet subtype. Channels are here on the y-axis: 802.11, low energy, and classic. The low energy advertising channels are shown separately for visibility. The x-axis is time. You can scroll with the scroll bar. You can scroll with the viewport here in the throughput graph. You can zoom with the zoom buttons. You can use the right-click menu presets, which are also here in the zoom menu. You can drag the sides of the viewport, or you can use the zoom cursor. The zoom cursor is context specific, so wherever you happen to be in time, the zoom occurs around that point. So if I move over here, it zooms around that point. If you hold down the control key, it switches to the other cursor. The innermost box represents the actual packet in the air. Now when you're zoomed out like this, a fixed small size is used. But if you zoom in, eventually the packet box will start to expand, and it graphically represents the actual duration of the packet in the air. And you can see from the tooltip the actual duration here on the 5th line, here on the 4th line. The info box describes the channels for each technology. There's also a 5 GHz timeline. This particular capture doesn't have any 5 GHz packets in it. If it did, they'd be shown here. So let me bring up a capture that does have those. And that's what these are. And these are 2.4 GHz packets. The auto setting shows only those timelines that have or have had packets at some point. The footer shows the total duration of the visible range and the beginning and ending timestamps. The header shows information for the selected packet. If multiple packets are selected, let me click drag to select those, and timing information is shown. The gap is the duration between them. The timestamp delta is the difference between the timestamps, which occur at the beginning of each packet, and the span is the duration from the beginning of the first packet to the end of the last packet. The timeline is synchronized with the frame display. So if you select a packet in the frame display, it gets selected in the timeline. If you select it in the timeline, it gets selected in the frame display. If you select multiple packets in the frame display, then all those packets are selected in the timeline. And if you select multiple packets in the timeline, they're all selected in the frame display. Packets that have collided and been obliterated can't be captured, and so they can't be shown. But if they've collided and they're merely damaged, then they are shown.